Hi everyone, welcome to CELTA and Delta Secrets. This is Saeed Rashad, and in this video I'm going to tell you about Delta Module 2. As you know, Delta is Diploma in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, and it's a modular diploma. So we have Module 1, Module 2, and Module 3. Module 1 is a written examination, Module 2 is developing professional practice, and Module 3 is a written assignment. I did Delta Module 2 over 6 weeks in Istanbul, Turkey, in ITI, and I'm going to tell you about the 6 weeks that I spent there. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about the first week. I really wanted someone to tell me about Delta Module 2 before I went for it in 2019, but I found no one actually. So these 6 videos are going to be helpful for you if you're going to do this Delta Module 2 course very soon. I did the intensive one over 6 weeks, and this is one of the course delivery ways. Nowadays, because of the pandemic, coronavirus, you can do Delta Module 2 online. The number of hours in this course is 200 hours. These 200 hours are divided into 2 parts, 100 tutor facilitated hours and 100 independent learning hours. In this video, I'm going to talk with you about my first week in Delta Module 2. Delta Module 2 week 1 is all about getting to know your peers in the course, getting to know the students, and getting to know the tutors. In the first week, you have a chance to do your first lesson, and this lesson is unassessed. It's called the diagnostic lesson or the unassessed lesson. So you will need to prepare a lesson. You don't have to have a lesson plan, you don't have to have a background assignment, but your tutor will be there observing you and giving you feedback for the first assessed lesson in week 2. And in this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to deliver a wonderful unassessed lesson. This is going to help you in week 2 when you have to deliver your first assessed lesson. Tip number 1, create a semi-Delta lesson plan and implement it. Tip number 2, get enough information about the group you're gonna teach. Tip number 3, make sure you provide equal opportunities for the learners to participate. Tip number 4, engage and involve learners in the lessons activities. Tip number 5, listen and respond appropriately to the learners' contributions. Tip number 6, use language that is accurate, clear, and appropriate. Tip number 7, use procedures and techniques to consolidate the learning experience. Tip number 8, exploit materials and resources to achieve the lesson aims. Tip number 9, deliver a coherent and suitably varied lesson. Tip number 10, monitor and check students' learning and progress. Tip number 11, make sure you vary the patterns of interaction. Make sure you have individual, pair work, group work, and if you like, mingling activities. Tip number 12, set your timings according to the procedures, 50 to 60 minutes for the whole lesson. Tip number 13, manage the classroom space and equipment effectively. Tip number 14, prepare a flexi activity in case you need it. Tip number 15, make sure learners are focused on the lesson aims. The final tip here is to minimize your teacher talking time and maximize the students' talking time. So this is all about week 1. You need to get to know the tutors, your peers, the students. You're going to start the input sessions. You're probably going to have 35 input sessions. This differs from one place to another. In ITI, we did like 35 input sessions. And at the same time, you need to deliver an assessed lesson. Make sure you have a lesson plan. And if you have time, you can have a background assignment. And see you in next video with week 2.